Hello and welcome to the Grassroots Coach with Mike Antrobus. This vlog, in conjunction with Hampshire FA, is for coaches working within all formats and with all age groups of the grassroots game in Hampshire. Mike Antrobus will liaise with a diverse range of coaches within the game to discuss a range of different practice designs and in the process to show how different variations can support player development. We look forward to sharing the amazing work of our grassroots coaching workforce within Hampshire, and would like to thank you for your time and support as a coach.
Hello, this is Micah Martin, who's currently on our FA Level 2, currently done Block 2, and we got you in situ tonight before your Block 3, that's correct?
Correct.
Give us a bit of an introduction into your age group, what your topic is tonight, then run through one of your practices for us.
I coach for a club called AFC Stoneham. I'm working with the under-15s, and today we're working on pressing from the front. So we've got a little small functional practice here where I put it into position. So my team plays a 3-4-3, but the way I like to see this practice is a descent of the pitch from the 18 yard to the halfway line, 80 yard to the halfway line. So what we've done is I have two centre backs with a goalkeeper, normally in a small-sided goal for this, with this number 4 for the opposition, their two centre mids and their striker. With the striker, we have the centre back, our two centre mids, and my winger striker in there.
And in 11v11 you play 3-4-3.
Yeah.
So this is your, this was centre back?
Centre back.
This is your centre midfield 2?
Centre midfield.
And your front 3?
Front 3.
Okay. Good stuff. Go on, talk us through the practice. This is a lead into a bigger picture, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay.
So it starts with the centre backs on the edge of the box. All the time, it always starts with the centre backs. We're allowed to pass it across if they want, and from that we want movement. So how we would move in relation to the ball when the ball gets moved across the box. I always tell my players to get goal side, but I don't like them getting tight until the ball's been played into the area. So I'd expect that type of movement to happen as the ball goes across. Once the ball goes back across, they're looking to get it in. Once they get it in, it's then active.
Okay.
It's the Reds' objective to win the ball. Once they're in the ball, they've got to break through this zone and try to score. They've got 6 seconds to do so once they've won the ball.
To score?
To score, 6 seconds to score.
Okay, and then when that happens, is it just a player with the ball that can go in, or can other people join in? And
once that happens, I normally allow 2 other players to join in,
okay,
and it becomes a 3v2 in this area here.
Okay. So if we steal, so that player's stolen it again,
yeah,
and we break in, and these players are covered back round, so these are caught out, and they steal it back,
yeah,
can they play straight in whilst we're caught out?
Straight in, yeah.
Okay. So if that happens, what sort of messages would you want to tell your kind of players? That was a striker, wasn't it? And your centre midfielders. What would you be telling them now?
What I've always told them is when we're outnumbered to delay.
Okay.
Until we get back in a position. So what we'll do is once the ball goes in, I'd want him to get on him straight away.
Okay.
I'd want my centre back to, because obviously you've got to think about our striker.
Yeah.
Centre back to stay where he is, but my other centre mid to come across in this position here.
Okay.
So the only way he can now go is either back or sideways.
Yeah.
So obviously he's in this area now.
Yeah. Okay.
If it does go sideways, then it's fair. Once we then get back, once that then happens, obviously the transition happens. By that time, we should be able to recover.
Yeah. Okay. So if we run it slightly, so this player's still caught out.
Yeah.
This player's received the ball from here and is about to go forwards. You had this player kind of engaging.
Yeah.
What sort of body shape would you want them to have if you're kind of being caught out now?
Obviously, because there's an overload. Well, it's 3v3, but if this guy gets beaten, it's an overload. I'd ask him to show him out wide.
Okay. Good stuff. So, but in normal context, before when you had them set up, you had your midfield 2, your wide player, your striker, and the centre halves were there.
Yeah.
If what were these players? That was your striker. You had a 4, didn't you?
Yeah, number 4 and 2.
If that player was on the ball, you had them that way that time.
Yeah.
Why is that different?
The reason that's different is because specifically with my team, I tend to have players, what I call trigger players. So there's certain players we want getting on the ball.
Okay.
And once they get on the ball, so in this practice, it'll be the number 4.
Okay.
I want the number 4 getting on the ball.
For the blue team?
Yeah.
Okay.
Number 4 getting on the ball. And once he gets on the ball, I want the striker coming from one side, the winger coming from the other.
Okay.
And then this winger, so say this player has now moved, this winger has to get goal side. So by that I mean, because the ball is on the left-hand side of the pitch, I want him standing to his left.
Yeah.
But because of the centre-back in this position, not allowed to join in, he would be positioned here, it would be the centre-mid that will engage on the left-hand side.
Okay. All right, good stuff. What if, so I'm just going to check a couple of what if scenarios, if that's all right?
That's absolutely fine.
So, these are, let's put them up against. So if, can the Blues play from here straight into their striker?
If he were to play a long ball in,
yeah, that can happen.
Fine, yeah.
Okay, so for your red team that you're working with, to get them to appreciate that you've got to be careful you don't get the ball played in the top, what sort of information will you be giving to your centre back?
My centre back. Well, in this scenario, so with the centre back, obviously with the spinning, because in this game we ain't got an offside, unfortunately. With him spinning in that area, I would ask him to follow that scenario.
Yeah. Okay. So you said unfortunately,
Yeah.
we couldn't have an offside.
Yeah.
What would be the benefit of including an offside, and what is the benefit of not having one? So what's your rationale as to not including one at the moment?
The reason I'm not including one offside is because I think for this to be realistic, it would tend to happen in the opposition half.
Okay.
Whereas, and obviously you can't be offside from opposition half. If you were to then want to teach your centre backs how to let him run off when he's going into an offside position, then that would obviously be why you'd include the offside. But for this scenario, I mean, if it only being one centre back instead of my two centre backs on the lap of wingers, I just don't see the point of putting it.
Okay,
good stuff.
Good. Okay, this is Micah's second practice that leads on from his first smaller practice that links to his bigger picture of 11-11. Just bear in mind that he's still only got half a pitch to practice, hence why he's using that to his advantage. Do you want to talk us through the idea of the practice first, then we'll talk about some of the key messages?
Yeah, for this one, again, it's pressing from the front. But this time we're doing it in a small-sided game. We've got two small-sided goals on the halfway line, on each side of the halfway line, which is where the Blues are trying to pass out through the back. And that's how they score. So, because with my team we play out from the back, this is useful for us. It's teaching our defence and our midfield how to get the ball, run under pressure to the halfway line. The attacking team, obviously, their target is still the exact same as before, which is to press and try to win the ball and try to score a goal as quick as possible.
Okay.
And it's working on when to press, when the trigger to press is, and how to isolate one player. Because as I said before, we try to isolate the team's number 4, so how to isolate one player to then press and create pressing traps.
Okay, so there'll be links from the last practice into this practice that they can pick up from. So, in this practice then, are the Blues, they're playing with a back three, is that right?
They're playing with a back three, could we play with a back three?
So back three here and here.
Yeah.
And then their midfield 4, yeah?
Yeah.
So, are they playing with an offside line?
In this one, again, I haven't included an offside line, but that could be a progression.
Okay, all right. So the ball will always start with the Blues.
Always start
what you said, with their keeper.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's do a few scenarios. So if the blue keeper gets it and they play out to the left side of the 3.
Yeah.
What reaction would you want from the Reds? Let me give you a couple of scenarios that the Blues might do.
Yeah.
And it might be different. So I'll give one scenario for the Blues, you give another, and then we'll look at it. So if the Blues kind of look to do this, once they've received the ball, what would you want your team to do?
So in this scenario,
Hold on, keeper.
In this scenario, the way from goal kicks, the way we like to press is this player goes and shows him in. This player also goes. So
Okay.
That which would encourage this number 6, I'd say, to come in.
Okay.
To offer the short. That's where he follows, and again, like I said in the previous drill, gets goal sides and gives the balls on the left-hand side of the pitch and just down on the left-hand side. I don't ask this player to come in.
Yeah.
My wing back again to come in. And my centre mid to come into this side.
Okay.
he's probably going to come short as well. He again gets goal side as well. But for him, because he's on the touchline, goal side becomes different. It becomes the right hand side.
Yeah.
So I'll get him to get touch tight. That's how we play.
Okay.
Reason being is, with him cutting off the goalkeeper, the only option is for him to play would be the long ball cross.
Yeah.
By the time that happens, my players should be able to react to that.
Okay. And I'm also assuming that with the ball that high, in a match day, your back three would be on the halfway, and we'll be providing cover and support in here as well.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Good. Do you want to reset the Reds? Yeah. And I'll reset the Blues to how they were. Okay, so let's imagine that this time he's managed to play the ball. He's a good distributor with the goalkeeper. He's managed to play over here into this player.
In that scenario,
Well, let me just shuffle a couple of these just to make it a bit more realistic. That's what I wanted. So that's what they've done.
in this scenario, with our team, from the goal kits, I tell my players to start deep to encourage them to play out. So if he does play there, then I'll then ask my winger to get across instead of my wing back.
Yeah.
So if he comes across, again a striker in between centre back and centre mid. My midfielder or centre midfield not too far apart, so if he does pass, he can go press.
Yeah.
Our centre mid's job is just to cover him. And the reason being is, like I said, we want the ball to go to this player. So what we then do is, say this player's here, we get touch tight on that player. He comes up in between this space.
Okay.
Stop all the passes going in. So the only option he's now got, because this pass is blocked off by this player, is to go here. Once he then goes in, I want the striker and my midfielder going in straight away.
Yeah. Okay. So you're kind of setting traps.
Setting traps, yeah.
If they do manage to get around, because it may happen, and it gets to there, what would then be the reactions from your players then?
At this point, I then ask my players to drop off and let them have the ball.
Okay.
So that we can then create another trap. So just get nice and compact.
Yeah.
To create another trap.
So compact in terms of stopping the ball going kind of into their strikers. Okay. So then let's say they play out again, and it goes round. So they're now starting to sort of manage out how they're getting out of here. At what point is the trigger to go and press again?
To then go and press again?
Yeah.
What I would ask for them to do is, if number 4 comes in, I'd want my striker now to get touch tight. In this scenario, they're going to be tempted to play through the thirds. Okay. Which is what we want in this scenario. Because for that to happen, he would be running in and his back would be to go. So if he is to pass there, I'd ask this player to be about here, this player to be about here. And the reason he's touch tight, we don't want it going back. Sorry, no, in there. So it don't go. Yeah. So you're kind of blocking the spaces and putting them off playing there. Yeah. His body position will be showing him in. Okay. Instead of out. Showing this player in instead of out. And he would be allowing him to play that pass in, because then once that pass goes in, so he gets tight and again from the front, and that'll be a trap. Okay. And when they steal it, they can then break and score. And are you keeping that in the first practice? You had 6 seconds. Will you have something along those lines? That would be a progression. Okay. To try and encourage them. Yeah. Okay. And just to clarify, the Blues get it. They try and play out into this. Into the 2 goals. Into that goal. Okay. And as if they are players on their team like that, or yeah, they will be players on their team. Okay. All right. Good stuff. Thank you very much. All right.
We aim to make the vlog as relevant as possible and would appreciate your feedback and thoughts for future episodes. Don't forget to follow us on Twitter at Hampshire FA. You can also follow Mike at Mike Androbus or leave your feedback below.